Today we're going to do mat yoga. I'm teaching something for the lady that runs the program at 11. If you're just in a chair stretch, come back at 11. It is a different link, so you have to contact me. You can use, I guess, Facebook. I don't know. I know, Cherie, you have the info. But if you want to come back, just reach out and I will give you the link. And I'll be there the remaining Wednesday, be doing that subbing class the remaining Wednesdays of January and maybe February. We haven't talked about that yet. Okay, here we go. Thank you. Not sure if we got the second one, but I'll start. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Free Yoga Wednesdays. I'd like to thank Community Clinic for sponsoring the class. My name is Dijon, and I'm a yoga therapist trained here at Loyola Marymount University. And I've been teaching with the clinic probably getting close to 3 years, maybe 2 years, and have never been there before. So I'm really grateful that I got invited to teach for the clinic. We'll be doing mat yoga today. So while I'm welcoming you, please grab your yoga mat. You can also use a towel if you don't have a mat, or the floor will work too. We work with whatever things we have. We don't define we can't do something just because we don't have the tools to do it. Old school yoga, they did yoga in the dirt, on the cement, on the gravel. They didn't have yoga mats. The yoga mat is an American invention. So we use whatever we have to get through our class. I'd like to take a second to acknowledge the land that I occupy. I'm on the Gabrielino and Tongva First Nations land. This land belonged to them and they belong to the land. The land was stolen from them by colonizers and enslavers and renamed Los Angeles. I would like to just pay homage to them, emerging members of this nation, past and present ancestors, and all of them. I'd like to thank them for taking care of this most beautiful part of the world that I call my hometown. We will move into just a couple of reminders. If you have any injuries, or if you're post-op or anything that is healing in wounds, please be very mindful as we go through the class. We don't want to re-injure ourselves or harm ourselves in any way. We will take a few breaks, short breaks while we're together, but if you need a break other than those, please feel free to resource yourself and take care of yourself. And what that could be is just stopping and breathing. You can lay down on your mat, go into child's pose, whatever you feel is the best to present yourself and carry on through the class. I'm going to show you later, a blanket and a towel here to pad my mat. And you can grab something like that if you think that'd be useful. You can sit on those things or kneel on those things. Sometimes my knees some days are more sensitive than others. And so I keep these things close by. I also put my eyes on my yoga block. Sometimes I don't pull out in time, but I put my eyes on this morning. So I pulled those out too, just to show some examples of how to use those. We'll go on with our grounding practice, and I'm going to turn this music off for a second. The grounding practice is just a few moments of basically centering ourselves in the space that we're in, not the physical space, but the head space. We're going to be moving our bodies and breathing a lot. And so setting all of our to-dos outside the room that we're in, they will be there waiting for us when we are finished. And just really focusing your awareness on the class and the movements and the sensations that your body offers as we move together through the next 55 minutes or so. We will use the 5 senses to ground, and I use this practice in a lot of places that I show up. I may not go through the whole 5 senses when I'm out there in the world, but I do use some of these just to, if I'm feeling a little stressed or have a little anxiety in my gut, I use some of these just to calm myself down. Or if I'm annoyed by something or angered by something, here's some terrible news or a bad or sad story. Sometimes I have to use these just to bring myself back into the present moment. So we'll start with our sense of sight. and have a look around your room, looking at all the things that are in the room and what those things, how those things brought the room together, what they're made of, their textures and colors and materials that they're made of, and looking around as if it's your first time in your space that you occupy. We'll move on to our sense of hearing. We'll start with hearing sounds inside the space you're dwelling in. See what you notice. You may hear television in the back room, voices in the back room, whatever. See what you notice using your sense of hearing. Then we'll move our sense of hearing outdoors. So for this moment, my street, my neighbor, my area right in front of my place is totally quiet. That's not always the case on these Wednesday mornings. There goes a car. Okay, so just listening outdoors and moving to our sense of smell. Before we started, I was able to turn on my diffuser. So I have some essential oil blend over there bubbling. That smells really lovely. So sense of smell, coffee, breakfast, flowers, plants, the shower, the after shower. Sometimes the after shower makes our place smell nice and pretty from the soap. And see what you smell. Then we'll move to sense of taste. And I taste my retainers. That's all I taste right now. You may taste juice, coffee, a breakfast snack, or something like that. Toothpaste. See what you taste. And then we'll use our sense of touch. So one hand, let's do a hug. Opposite hands, opposite shoulders around your upper shoulder, where the shoulder and the arm come together, and just give yourself some squeezes and a little massage feeling. So this is our sense of touch, not just the touch we feel in our hands, but the touch that the arms feel as we squeeze and move our hands up and down. So that's our sense of touch. You can rest your hands down. I'm going to jump back on my mat. And so again, what I mentioned before, and I discuss all of this, Noemi and Cherie, because these videos end up in a library to be seen at later points, and I want those visitors who are here live to be able to understand how to make yoga more comfortable for them instead of saying, oh, my butt is so I can't do this, it's too hard or whatever. They sit on the towel or the blanket or not, it's up to you. This particular yoga mat is a pro mat, they call it, and it is hard as a rock. So it doesn't have much cushioning in it. Some of them are much more comfortable, but this one will live longer than me. So this is the one I got. So we're sitting cross-legged. If that's comfortable for you, sit up tall and pull in your belly button. We're going to neck roll, so slowly bring your head in a circle. We'll go both directions, and there should not from your neck. Goes down. That release as we move hydrogen gas bubbles. That release. And so this is some car when I'm waiting or at a red light. I will do these heads. Let's go the other way. Circling through your nose. We're using nasal breath through the whole class. And coming back to stillness, dropping the left ear to the left shoulder. I want you to hold there and take some breaths. Smooth and easy breath. Again, check on your posture. We're sitting up straight, long spine, long neck. Right ear is over to the right shoulder. Take your, left ear to the left hand. Place it on the right side of your head and let the weight of the left arm gently stretch the right side of the neck. So don't deepen that stretch just a little bit. We're not pulling or forcing. Check in on your jaw, that your jaw is relaxed and not tensed up. These our jaws, they clamp up without us even being aware of it. And years we have TMJ, that's the joint there, problems, and sometimes problems with the our teeth back. Sometimes they get from that constant pressure. working on keeping the jaw relaxed. And in your left hand down, feel the rebound on the right of your neck. That rebound is the muscles going to their natural position. Drop right here, right shoulder, and holding here. Your shoulders are low, so drop your shoulders down. That also stretch. Your nose. Try to fill your lungs with each inhale, and then try to let all that air out with each exhale. So you make space for a big, new, fresh breath. And then right hand to the left side of the head. Allow the weight of the right arm to stretch the left side of the neck a little bit. Again, we're not pulling or forcing. Deep breaths. And then your head, right, the chin near the right shoulder. Hold here. Cut your eyes to the right. And hold your vision toward the right while we are in this particular position. So we're giving a little stretch to some of the muscles of the eyeballs used to move around. So cut it to the right. Release the eyes, look up toward the ceiling, take a breath in, look down toward the exhale. Look up toward the ceiling, inhale. Look down toward the floor, right side, exhale. Two more, look up, breathe in. Exhale, look down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Let's go to the left. Hold here, looking to the left. Continue your regular pace of breathing. And then cut the eyes over to the left. Hold the eyes there. Breathe through your nose. And release the eyes. Inhale, look up to the left. Exhale down to the left. Three more like that. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale. This is the last up. Down. And then hold here. Take your right hand to your right jawline. That's where the side of your face and your jawbone come together. And just give a little gentle pressure, a little more to the left. We'll go back to this on the other side. I didn't think to do it then. Breathe through your nose. And this again deepens that twist of the head and stretches those muscles out a bit more. And the hand down. Turn your chin all the way to the right shoulder. Left hand, left three fingers, left jawline, gentle pressure. The left side of your jaw. Breath. To center. Bring hands in prayer. Left we cross our legs. Other leg in front or on top. Sitting up tall, prayer hand. Here, drop your chin down. So this dropping the chin forward stretches the back of the neck. It's a nice tree again in the car. Sitting in an office. This is a nice little stretch for the back of the neck. We obviously carry a lot of tension in our neck, especially tension from our use of our devices, looking down for hours in a day. Having the heavy weight of the head is between 8 pounds and higher for adult heads. Having all that weight on our neck starts to sometimes make the really tired and stressed a little bit. And then lift your head, inhale, sweep the arms up, reach up, palms touch. Exhale, palms down in front of your heart. We'll do a few more. Arms sweep out and up. Exhale, arms down, hands in front of your heart. Sweep out, inhale, lift. Exhale, forward. See if you're moving your shoulder blades as we do this out motion. Breathe in, touch, palms, exhale. When you take your arms up, you want to sweep out. Inhale, lift up to really lift the spine up toward the sky, top of the head up toward the sky. Exhale down. And we'll do more. Sweep out and up. Exhale down. Sweep out. Breathe in. Touch and then exhale. Right hand out to the right. Straight out from shoulder. Lean over to the left. Up off your mat. So you want to get a deep stretch. You can put it on your hip here. Deep stretch on the left side of your rib cage. These muscles are mostly neglected unless you're a dancer or a swimmer or something like that. They're pretty much dormant in daily moving around because we very rarely walk around with our arms up in the air to show side body muscles. So hold here, look down toward the floor on your right. You can also prop your finger prop. You can use prop up the right hips. If you want to add a little propping up of the fingertips, muscles in the hands. And then inhale, lift the left arm up and across toward right and hold here. Keep breathing here. And then circle the left arm. Big or small circles you may pick. May all come of the big and the small. You may look up in this. You may look straight out, or you may look to the side. Find the best placement for your head. Just the legs and then reverse. Same one, big or small circle. Breathing. Couple. Head straight. Rebound on the left side of your torso. Arms up high, up high. Take a couple breaths here. Then let's the left hand on the floor, right hand on your hip. Over to the left as far as you can before your right butt lifts off the floor. That's the deepest way to stretch, is to keep the right hip down and go over to the left as far as you can. Here you may look down toward the left, outer up, your choice. Traditionally, this pose we look up toward the sky. That's a lot of thinking or craning of the neck. So if that doesn't feel comfortable, it feels nice. We want to try to keep our yoga class, I do, my classes, comfort for most, or for all, so that everyone gets something out of it. Take 2 more breaths here. And then lift the right arm, inhale all the way over to the left side, hold it. So deep stretch on the right side, rib cage, big breaths. And then let's circle right arm, big or small circles. Noticing the sensations in the right leg, right joint. See what you feel. And then reverse the direction for a few. Both arms up. Let's cross the legs one more time. Claudine showed me this, or showed us this. Then we're going to swing arms overhead and swing them in tandem with each other. You can do figure eights, whatever. Sitting up straight, reaching. I think I'm speaking for yoga teachers. I think we all from other people and places. So you will hear me referencing gratitude to different teachers where I gather little bits of things that I really enjoy when I did them in person. So when you're ready, you can breathe in here and then extend the arms down Relax the arms, notice how they feel, stretch out as a twin wiper feet, and shake your arms. And do a body scan, how things feel, maybe any differences you might feel since we can't feel the pain, which is totally, it's all subjective, see how you feel. And then I wanted to show you these a little past the time for that, but with the blocks, you have yoga blocks at home, I need to give it to me at a conference. So the blocks you see the most are the square, but these kind of nice because they don't have those hard edges on all the surfaces of the squares. But you could use blocks to prop your outside of your legs when you are in easy pose, it's called. Or the kids call it a crisscross applesauce. To allow the legs to do something so they're not hanging up in space. Some yoga knees are up a little higher and it's kind of a distraction because they're up so high, so you can prop them up on yoga blocks, but you can books around your home, a small stack of the same thing, and roll them up and put in effect. And we can use household items for our yoga prop. Stretching the legs out, 10 toes up, opening the legs not into the pain zone, but till you feel a little stretch happening. And this is another set of muscles, these inner thigh muscles that don't get much attention unless we're a dancer, gymnast, something like that. And so this is a way to, the knees get really short and tight from not being used. Okay, I'm watching TV, I sit like this on my bed. When I'm on my bed watching TV, I sit like this. I may let the feet relax because I'm looking at whatever I'm looking at. I'm sitting like this, and this is a passive way to stretch these muscles. Goes up toward, take a breath in here and walk forward. So I am really tired. I'm not done yoga in a couple days, so this is the part. I can come forward with you. You can do flat palms or fingertips or forearms. So I'm ready for the forearms because I feel I'm not warmed up enough. So just get where you can get and look down. Back stays flat. We're just sitting up to leaning forward back. Check to keep the back flat and gaze down toward forward here. Take a breath, and I feel a lot of screaming coming from my inner strings. So that's a good thing that they're getting a little stretch right now. They're protesting a bit. That's all right. Breathing deeply here, back, lift your chest, your jaw. Facial muscles are also neutral and softened. Sweeten face, my teacher says. Sweeten face. Smiling, not a fake forced smile. If you want to smile, smile, but just a soft effect. Inhale, sit up tall, arms up overhead, toes are pointing up. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward. Inhale, lift. This is for the low back. Exhale, forward. Lift. Tight. Exhale, forward. From that posture, inhale, lift. Sitting in furniture not supportive in the lumbar area, exhale, forward. Inhale, up. Last one, exhale, forward, hold here. So any bending, whether you're on the floor in a chair or standing, or leaning on a wall, any forward, release those muscles a little bit. Walking hands over to the right leg, turn your torso to the toward the right, the front of the right thigh. One hand on either side, hold here. You might feel a little extra stretch happening on the inside of the thigh. Maybe. I feel it, but that's just me. So anytime I make suggestions about what you might feel, that's the one of the target areas of whatever shape we're in. If you don't feel it, it's looking down at the right knee, toes pointed. We're gonna do with the left arm, but we have a couple options. Set the left forearm on the floor, outside the left, I got that backwards. Right forearm on the floor, outside the right leg. You can put the right forearm on top or on the right hand. You can put the right forearm inside the right leg. So you get to pick, put it on the shin. Obviously, that brings a little more accessible. Find your position for your right arm and then inhale, left arm straight up. Left arm up. In traditional yoga, we'd be looking up at the left hand. If that's too much for your neck, look out, down to the legs, breathing smooth. Inhale to turn, both arms up, sit up. Turn to the left and exhale, one hand on either side of the left leg. Back stays as flat as you can make it. Looking down toward the left knee or the left shin. Here. And then left arm either leg on top on the shin, left leg. You pick, raise the right arm up. This yoga, we look up at the right hand. Here we make it accessible, so position your head in a place that's comfortable for you. Smooth and easy breath. And then inhale up to center. Exhale, go down right, or a side bend to the right. Inhale up to center. Exhale toward the left leg. Forward bend. Inhale up. A few more. Exhale, turn down to the right. Inhale up. Exhale down to the left leg. We'll do 2 more sets. Inhale up. Exhale right. Inhale up. Exhale. Last set. Inhale up. Exhale right. Up. Left. Inhale up. This time exhale forward like we started. See how things feel. They may feel a little looser. Speaking of the low back, speaking of the inner hamstrings, they may feel the same. Starting to see if anything's. Now I can help on my arms in just that short time. The inner thigh muscles have stretched a little, relaxed a little. But before, when I tried it was not comfortable whatsoever. So hold here, and then inhaling, walking yourself upright, closer together, shake out arms and windshield wiper for your feet. See how you sit with our feet. This is called butterfly pose or cobbler, like the shoe man, shoe person, not the dessert. Do a little foot massage while we're here. So this is another stretch for those on the sides of the legs. Feet in a way that feels nice to you. You're hitting also all these nerve endings. Over 1 million in each foot and ear. I don't know how many are in the ears, but a lot in the ears too. These are the meridian points for Eastern medicine when they give us pressure or acupuncture. We're touching those, the ones to feet. Please get your arch. Then breathe in, lean forward, walk flat palms up on fingertips. You may be able to access your forearms. Do what you can. The back is flat. Lift your chest to make it flat. Gaze down toward the floor with a long neck. Breathe through your nose. Inhale the arms up. We're going to turn to the left leg and bring the hands down. Hold here. Inhale to center. Exhale toward the right. Hold there. Inhale, center. Do this last set. Exhale, left. Hold. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Hold, breathe. Walk your hands back to center, lean forward, hold here. Inhale, walk your hands back towards your feet. Bring the knees together, extend legs, and windshield wiper the feet. Again, we're gonna move to table pose. So here's another place for the blanket or the towel. So you can entire folded your entire lower leg from knee to ankle, or you can just put your knees on the blanket. You get to whatever you need going for the whole lower leg. You do the same thing with the table pose. In a vertical line, mostly vertical. If you have a wrist, if that crease is too much, just push your hands away from in the direction away from these, so that arm onto a slight angle. Drop your belly toward the floor. Inhale your chin. Keep breathing. This is we're going to do cow. Sequence is the cow. That cow one is slow, so we can stretch out some more. So we're flat palms, spread, pressing into the floor with the hands. The back is arched. So even though the cow shape is a back bend, it's also stretching the front of your upper body. So the area, all of that is getting a stretch and sweat right now. Hold here, breathe through your nose. So I have us hold some of these shapes so the muscles sometimes release, so we wait. Give them a few seconds over themselves. Then let's breathe in and we'll go in shape. So think of an angry cat. Exhale, to lift your spine. We're going to hold here for a few breaths. So keep breathing. Push into the mat. Strong arms here. This is the cat of the cat cow. Angry cat, Halloween cat, scary cat. Breathing through the nose. Hold the shape. Push up to the ceiling. Breathe in. Now we'll go real time now. So up your belly toward the floor, chest. That's an inhale. Exhale to cat. Lift the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, lift to cow. Exhale, cat. Okay. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We'll do 2 more sets. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Come to table. Lift up so that you're basically standing up on your knees. We're going to extend. I'm going to turn this way for this. Bend your right leg out in the floor. Doesn't matter which way your toes are going, just as long as the sole of the foot is on the floor, because it's different for each of our skeletons. Breathing, left hand on left hip and just bring the right hand down the right leg. So this is called gate pose. Hold here, breathe. So the side body stretch, obviously stretch on the inner side, hamstring right leg, and the back of the right leg. Hold here and breathe. And then inhale to center, bring the right knee to the floor. Breathing in, the left leg out. Left foot on the mat, position your left leg. Good. Inhale and then exhale, left hand on left leg on the right hip. And hold here. See the inside of your left thigh, left leg, right side of your rib cage. Stretching or lengthening sensation, and you may not. And that's okay. Everything in yoga is subjective, how things feel for you. Inhale, left knee back on the floor. So let's try heroes pose or thunderbolt. Curls under, butt on the heel. So I hated the pose for many students. Every single class, it's this is the way Thunderbolt or Heroes pose is what it was called. Heroes and Thunderbolt, interchangeable, but I renamed it. It's not comfortable, I will admit. You can hands to the floor. It's still stretching the feet. Okay, so hold here. This is an option. Again, making the yoga. The other option is up on your knees again and just be curled under. So try that. So one of those will feel best. And over time, my feet did stretch and I stopped cussing my teacher out in my mind. In a yoga class, cussing because I hated this foot thing here. Okay, so letting them stretch a little more in whatever position you are. To table and tapping tops of your feet on the floor. That's the reward. We're going to move to down dog. Up again in table pose. I need to take my socks off because I will slide and crack my front tooth. I know it. The table pose for the setup for down dog. The toes curl under. Set up for down dog. Palms are pressed mat. So legs, knees are comfortably separated for your body. Some students like their knees side by side, their legs side by side. I like a little space. And then breathe in and up toward the sky. So bend one knee, straighten the other a few times. Said to be one of the 4 resting poses, but I don't believe it, but that's what all the books tell us. It's an inversion, so your heart is getting a break. You're working with gravity now instead of against gravity. So we're getting a flush of fresh oxygenated blood to the brain while we're in any upside down pose. Keep breathing. And then come back, slow your heels near the floor. Now if you can touch it, great. If not, just bring them down as opposed to being up on tippy toes. Lift your inhale, we're gonna here. Exhale, bring the toes to touch your right heel. Hold there, take some breaths here. Inhale, your left leg. Exhale, toes, right heel. We'll do 2 more. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, toes to heel. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, touch. Place the left. Back to heroes pose, your version. Just a minute, see if you feel a little different in the head. If you do, that's the oxygen. You might not feel anything, and that's fine. That's the oxygen. Back, table, up to down. Up. This time, breathe in, leg up, hold the right leg up. Together. Exhale, right toes, left heel will hold here. Take some breath. And then 3 more. Inhale, lift, right leg up. Inhale, right toes, left heel. 2 more. In lift. Exhale down. Inhale, exhale down. Right on the mat. Come back to the table. Here we go, child. Separate the knees wide. Drop the heels back. Excuse me, the butt back toward the heel. So child's pose is one of the other 3 resting poses. This one I can get with. This is one of the other 3 resting. We have some options. Arms, traditional shape for this is arms stay long above the head, forehead on the neck. You can cactus elbow, cactus your arms, bend your elbows. If straight arms are not comfortable for your neck, you can make the pose more accessible by cactus arms, palms down to the floor. If it's for you, back your hands to bring the floor up to your forehead. You can stack the floor up even more to your forehead. So again, making the pose accessible for you and your situation, your body. And the last option is bring the hands down to the ankles and forehead on the mat. You can try that too. So pick your hand position, hold here. Again, this is a resting pose, so the knees are wide. Your torso is resting between your thighs. Your butt is somewhere near your heel. Sometimes it takes us a few practices to get the butt down. Don't fret, it will happen. Back to table. So reposition your leg. Just circle your hips. I'm gonna give some to you, just make a little melody of what you want to do. So literal circles with the hips. You can rock the hips side to side. To one foot, then look back to the other foot. These are lateral bends when we go side to side like that. And just make it nice. You can dip the elbow, you can dip the shoulder. Just make it, let your body kind of lead you in what feels nice for it. And then when you're ready, come back to stillness. Going to cross 2 options. Cross the ankles, sit back, or from table, you can swing the legs around. One way will feel more fluid and easier than the other. We're going onto our backs, feet flat on the mat. And here's another place if you want to pad your upper back. Put your blanket or towel there if you want. Cushions the upper body. And then feet flat on the mat. We're going to windshield wiper the knees, so just side to side, both knees in the same direction at the same time. There's a little stretch that happens, so I'm going to my right. There's a little stretch that happens on the top thigh. So as you go side to side, look for that or notice, see if you notice that. It's not for everyone. See if you notice it. I feel it because I'm tight. Back and forth. Breathing through your nose, checking on the jaw. And next time to your left, let the legs just fall to the left, however they fall, hold here. This is a tiny spiral twist. The upper back is going one way, the lower back is spiraling toward the left, just a little bit. And then in right. And then inhale to center, legs drop left. This time we're gonna hook the left heel outside the right knee to deepen that twist a little bit. See what you feel. So left heel, outside right knee. Inhale, left and change sides, exhale to the right. This time right heel hooks to the outside of the left knee. Hold it, take some breath. And inhale, center both feet on the mat. Lift the right foot straight up, and you have some option. Hold. We don't have to hold it at all if you don't need to. The thigh area, the knee area, the calf area, the ankle, and also take the peace sign fingers around the big toe. If you want to do that, you can also hang onto your pant leg. So whatever works for you, toes are flexed towards your forehead. Just hold this. This is a stretch for the backs of the legs. We're going to inhale here and bring the right leg out to the right, as far out as comfortable for you. Right foot stays flat. So this would be a nice place for a block. Passive stretch. Do what you can. So this is stretching the inside right thigh and the inside lower leg. Inhale up to the center, we're going to go to the left. So just switch hands. Now left hand support right leg, right foot stays flex. You may feel a lot of stuff under the right thigh. Breathing through your nose. And then inhale, center, right back. Inhale, leg up. Hang on to the left leg wherever you'd like. See if you notice any differences in the left leg. This one left leg feels a little tighter for me. Breath in and then leg out, flex. So here. Inhale, center. Bring the left foot over to the right. You can support the left leg with hands. And then inhale to center. Lower the left leg, extend the right out. Inhale, arms up. Just take a big stretch here. Big stretch. You can circle wrist and ankle if you want. And exhale, release it. Hold on here. We're going to rock side to side. This is a way to massage your low back, the entire back, but particularly the lower back gets a little bit nervous. Might be able to feel that the contact with the floor, the mat as you go to the side. You can also keep this rocking side to side a little more concentrated by keeping the knees mostly vertical. You can concentrate that massage sensation to the low back by not going all the way to one side or the other side. So try that out. And then foot down, right ankle, left knee. So it looks like a number 4. We're going for thread the needle. So number 4, right ankle, left thigh. Take a breath in here. Exhale, knees to chest and hold here. Take the right arm either to the back of the left thigh, interlaced hands. Put your interlaced hands to the left. This is called thread the needle. So the right arm goes between the thighs to meet the left hand either on the left shin or back of the left thigh. And hold here. Take a breath in. Inhale. Exhale, lift your head. Your head. Inhale, lower. And then left foot down, right foot down, left ankle to right knee. Take a breath in here. And then exhale, bring the knees towards your chest. This time the left arm goes between the thighs. Hands meet at the back of the right thigh, or hands meet at the right shin. Just hold here and breathe. Smooth and easy breath. Breathe in here. Exhale, lift your head. We'll do 2 more. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, head down. Right foot down. Legs stretch out. Bring the arms up and over on a breath in for another stretch. Then exhale, knees toward the chest. We're going to do happy baby. So the knees are outside the arms. Okay, bent, deeply bent knees. Feet are flat, facing the ceiling. And you can hang on either behind, wrapping your arms behind your knees, hanging on around the calf or the ankle. Traditionally, we would wrap our hands on the outsides of the feet, the pinky toe side of the feet. This is traditional happy baby. But you can try hands on the arch side of your feet, see how that feels for you. And you can also hold on to pant legs. So you have options to make the poses work for you. You can also do peace sign fingers and big toes as well. That's another one. Just hold here. This is stretching the inner hamstrings and the backs of the thighs. Called happy baby. Then let's rock our happy baby side to side. Knees stay bent deeply. We're rocking side to side. The feet are flexed. Then come back to center. Extend the left leg out, straight out along the floor. Going to reposition the right knee to chest and hang on to the right knee. Interlace hands. And both feet are flexed here. So this is a stretch near the groin area, high up on the left thigh. It's also a stretch for the back of the right thigh and the right butt, right buttocks. Hold here. And then extend right leg out onto the floor. Bring the left knee to chest. Interlace hands around the left shin or around the left knee. Flex both feet, hold here. And then bring both feet to touch. We did this butterfly pose before when we were sitting up. We're going to do, it's called supine on our back, supine butterfly. So feet touch, knees are out. This would be a place to put the rolled up towels, just for future reference, how we would use these blocks and other, my friend calls them power tools. My friend Diane Bondi, who's a very world-renowned yoga teacher, she calls them power tools because historically props have been, the word prop means you can't do it, so you need some help. And she tried to break through that and call them power tools because it just helps us get into the shape. So this supine butterfly, inside hamstrings are getting stretched. It's a hip opener. And sometimes I go to sleep like this. I don't stay like this all night, but just to get that passive stretch I talked about earlier, I'll start out like this while I'm awake, and then eventually my legs straighten out. And then bring the knees together, exhale, knees to your chest. We're gonna hold here again and rock side to side. So you can rock more vertically or rock more on each side of you. You get to pick what sensation you're looking for on the low back. You can also circle the knees. And that kind of moves that those contact points a little bit differently when you circle the knees. Try that. Let's go the other way. If you're circling, go the other way. And we're going to come into what's called final rest or shavasana. In the language of yoga is Sanskrit. Shavasana has two definitions. So we're going to come into that. One definition is corpse pose, which is what we're about to get into, corpse pose. So traditional corpse pose, you're on your back, the arms are out away from your side body, palms are up, legs are separated a bit, feet drop open naturally. That's the corpse pose, traditional corpse pose. Shavasana also means final relaxation, which allows these energy you've stirred up to move around your body a bit and then settle into your being. For some, this is not comfortable for various reasons. One of them might be your low back feels uncomfortable, so then we flat feet on the wide edge of the mat. Wide edges of the mat, knees drop together. So that's how you release your low back a bit. Or you can exhale, bring knees up to your chest and turn onto one side. Keep the knees bent to support you on your side body. The bottom arm becomes a pillow. Okay, and the top arm drapes across the legs. That's side shavasana, side corpse pose. The other two are either seated shavasana, meaning sitting any way comfortable, or standing. You get to choose what works for you today. So noticing your breathing. The breath is smooth and easy. So the breath is not forced, it's not jerky, it's just in and out, in and out. Noticing the air, noticing where your skin ends and the air begins, and noticing the temperature of the air. As you can see how I'm dressed, my room is freezing. So where I'm not covered in clothing, I feel a nice brisk temperature from comparing my skin temperature to the room temperature, the ambient temperature. So see what you notice. Noticing the contact points of you and your body. You, your body, the floor, your hands, where they're placed, etc. Take a couple more deep breaths. And then exhale. If you're on your back, come into a tiny ball, knees to chest. And then turn on one side and make your way up to seated. I'll leave you with this. May you be happy. May your life have meaning. And may you be an instrument for social change. Cherie and Noemi, I appreciate your spending